Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. If you're new here, I'm Debbie with Where Did Pando Go? He was just there. Where did he go? Okay, did you guys see the little fox run off? Because he's not here. Where'd he go? I mean, come on. He's not supposed to take off right at the beginning of the stream, right? Let me see if I can find him real quick, because I know you guys want to play and things. Give me just a second. So I'm Debbie with Debbie J's Crafting Corner. The chat may take over the stream, and you guys do that all the time. So go ahead and chat amongst yourself while I figure out why he's missing. He's there. Why is he not showing? This does not make sense. Unless that, for whatever reason, that decided to... There he is. Okay. I had to refresh a thing. It's like, why am I having to refresh the things? I refreshed them earlier. It's like, it's not supposed to need it yet. Anywho, how is everybody doing today? And yeah, it is Monday. Happy Monday. Why do I have a circle over my mouth? Apparently some of my browser sources are not wanting to work. And I don't know which one that one is. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if I can figure that out too, because this looks weird.
Interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
It's not Tangia. Because Tangia is working. So thank you so much, Miss Jen. I don't know which one it is. It's not Nutty's clock, because that one is fine. Well, let's see.
Welcome, Ilka 011000001.
Welcome in, Miss Ilka. How you doing, honey? I'm going to just turn things off and turn them back on again just to see. Those are not on. So the Tangia screen, it's not the Tangia. It's not a stream up. It's not a Nutty. What else do I have on here that is... It's not Social Stream Ninja, which is good. It's not Stream Stickers for once. It's not Sound Alerts. I have no idea which one it is. It doesn't say it's that one. Doesn't say it's that one. Oh, come on. Well, where the heck is that circle coming from? It's not inside my visual effects thing, so it's not that part. So let me check another thing and see, because I don't think I got anything in the scenes thing that would cause that. Nope. That is so friggin' weird. I don't know. I guess we're just going to have to live with it. Because, yeah, I turned everything off and on again. Let me turn off the camera. Oh, that didn't do it either. Why is it not? Oh, that's because I'm in this mail. I'll do it over here. Turn off the camera. Turn it back on. And the thing is still there. Let me hit the refresh button one more time. So it refreshed a couple of things.
Let's have an understanding. Now what? Brother, what a way to run a railroad. Now, as I was saying...
Is there an echo? I think I'm supposed to have all of those off. Hopefully there's not an echo, and hopefully y'all can still hear it.
Welcome, Tangia.
So, no echo, but were you able to hear all of it? And can you hear the cheering and stuff with the welcomes? Because I may have messed something up. But if I did, I had to fix it real quick. Welcome all the chatterboxes. It's still friggin' there. I don't understand. See that? See the thing? No echo. All right. So I'm going to assume everything sounds good. But I still don't know why we've got that buffering circle in the middle. Because it is not on your end, okay? It is not Twitch, it is not YouTube. It is actually in my stream, and I can't figure out why. Because I thought I turned everything off.
Welcome, Beachcomber.
And just to confirm that it's in the effects, I'm turning the effects. It's not in the effects. So I can turn those back on. So you guys can have your Santa. So it's something. I bet I know what it is. Okay, I just figured it out. There. I was playing around with, well, I wasn't really playing around with something. I discovered something as I was trying to figure out something. And it turns out that it's real easy for me to bring in another camera using Stream Ninja through social stream. Anyway, through the things that I'm already using, it's really easy for me to bring in another camera. So I did a quick test with a QR code. That is so friggin' easy and fast to do. And my phone, and it worked great, but I forgot to turn off the source. I forgot to turn it off. So it was still looking for my camera. It was still looking for my phone. Anyhow, now that I wasted a good 10 minutes of your life, I'm sorry, you cannot get it back. I wish I could do something about that, but I can't. We're going to be playing today with, again, the Crafty Advent Calendar. Today is day 8, so let's go ahead and flip the camera down and fix the lighting. Hey, Miss Ava, welcome in. Thank you. And by the way, there is not going to be a word of the day today. We are done with all of that. My plan is to do the drawing probably tomorrow or Wednesday. Debbie J. Lurker said Crafty, he said Mary's, what? Is Mary, what? Welcome Crafting Lurker. Debbie J. the Crafting Lurker. Yeah, everybody does the lurking thing. Don't make fun of me. Come on. What's up with that? So anyway, we're going to be messing around with this one. We're going to do, today is day 8. So we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can't believe we're this far through. There was a word of the day yesterday, but last night at midnight was the cutoff for being able to actually enter in. The form has been turned off, so you can't put any more entries in. So there's not going to be another word of the day, but I do plan on doing the drawing within the next couple of days. I did hear back from Evan at Scorchmarker, and at this point he is not shipping to the UK, which I totally understand, because I was just going to try to send a little extra just in with some cards to somebody out of this. I'm not going to say who, I'm not going to say where, but out of the States. And it was going to be over $20 for something that I could ship in the United States for under $5. And it's like, that costs more than what I was going to send. So instead, I'm going to do something different for the folks that are winning international prizes, that are international, that are set to win one of the physical prizes, because the shipping prices right now going outside of the United States are just friggin' horrendous. And I hate that you guys can't get access to some of the cool stuff because of that. So into each of the individual companies, they try to set up with a supplier or something over there, because if they ship in bulk, it's going to be a lot cheaper than trying to send to individuals. So that's one reason why a lot of them aren't able to ship outside the United States like that. It is what it is. I mean, I don't think you guys would want to buy something that is going to cost double what it would in the United States just because the shipping price is basically more than the cost of the item. It is just outrageous. I don't like shipping prices anyway, and this just makes me even more angry. Anyhow, and it's not anybody's fault either. I mean, every country has got to try to get their little piece, and I get it. But still, I don't want it coming out of my pocket. I don't want it coming out of your pocket. So what do? There's not really much we can do. Anyway, getting down off of my soapbox, we're going to go ahead and open up number 8. And looks like number 8 is right over here, behind the welcome, right over here. So yeah, I cannot get in there. I have to use the backside of my tweezers to get into every one of these boxes. I mean, that's a good thing too. Oops. I broke it. I ripped it. I did not mean to rip it. I'm weird like that. So where's my scotch tape? Did Todd steal my Scotch tape? Because I don't see it. I don't see it. There it is. It's hiding behind my tree. I'm taping it back in place. Yeah, it is what it is. I don't know why. I mean, I kind of... Rascal hid it. No, Rascal didn't hide it. It was hiding behind my little tree, though. Okay, now y'all can see what's supposed to be in here. So like on each of the flaps, it does have what it's going to be. Gosh darn it, the lighting is just sucking today. Okay, I will raise it back up in a minute, but there we go. It says Happy Day, and it is banners, party banners. I think that is fun. So now I can take off the paper and see that we have a little die in here. Say hello, Miss Carol. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I love it when we get new folks in and then they stay and they become a part of our crafty family. So Carol has been in here quite a bit over the last little bit. So has Miss Christine. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. And I want everybody in here, whether you're new or old, pop a bunch of hearts into the chat to give everybody in the chat a bunch of love, because you guys rock. I appreciate you so much, and I really want to see what you guys are making with this stuff. I mean, I'm here for inspiration, but I want to get inspired by y'all. So y'all need to do the things. You need to do the things. So there. Okay. Carol says every day. Yay. I don't see any hearts yet, guys. What's the deal? There we go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I hope all you guys know that you're not only appreciated by me, but you're appreciated by all the folks in the chat too. Everybody tells me that they love coming and hanging out, and most of that is because y'all are such great chatters. Great chatters. Okay, so I've got all of them out. I'm keeping this because it does have the SKU number that I will eventually add to a label. And let me go ahead and grab a couple things, because this is a die and I don't want to lose any of the pieces. I got my little envelope. I have. Let me grab a piece of cardstock to go in here. I'll go ahead and trim it. I have been real bad about not putting things away like they need to be, because, yeah, lots of hearts. I just finished opening up a couple of different packages from Spellbinders for things coming up in January and February. Oh my God, so cute. Anyway, coming up soon. And I think this was supposed to be 5. Yeah, so this needs to be a little less than 5. I'm going to make it 3. I'm going to make it 4 3/4. This is 2 pieces. I don't need to cut 2. I'm a hoot. Oh, gosh. Jen says, you do not want to see my desk. Yeah, about that. Y'all don't want to see my desk either. I did get a lot done yesterday. Was it yesterday or day before? I know that Todd was working on the van because there's an oil leak, so he was working on that yesterday, so that I will have a vehicle to drive around. And of course, it started raining before you got finished. So I was planning on going to the post office and dropping off a bunch of cards, and I didn't get a chance to do it yet. So anyway, so here we have this first banner says Happy Day, and then we have 3 little ones here. We have, so that would be for day. We have 4 of them here, and they're all on a line so that you don't have to do a lot of cutting. There you go. But there's also this individual one, so you can do whatever you want to. And this is where you could basically go behind each of these. You could also, if you didn't want to use the sentiment, you could go over the front of all of them too. So just saying. Okay, so we've got a bunch of little fishtail banners. Oh, I remember what I was going to do. I wasn't going to do it like that. I was going to actually adhere it to this. Now, the magnetic sheets that I have are basically on a humongous roll. I'm getting like 50 feet at a time. And they're car magnets. This is so that you can create magnets that go on the side of the car, and, print whatever you want on, like print a big sticker or something and adhere them down. So I'm just using them like this. And I just realized not too long ago, it would be smarter for me to actually put them on cardstock because it would, number one, the panels would not curve because when you get close to the end of the roll, they really curve a lot. It makes it more sturdy to go in here, and it's just a piece of cardstock. It's like, and I'm just using some lightweight. I'm actually using, because this is the lightweight that I have right now, I'm using Nina Solar White. But I'm not using heavyweight cardstock. Basically just grabbing what's in my desk. And then this can be used for something else. We can put this on the back of wax seals, like what we've done before. Like this one is a magnet. So it's basically a wax seal fridge magnet. You can do that. You can make whatever you want to with them. I mean, it's not, these magnets are awesome. Okay. Enough jibber jabber, I think. No worries, Lisa. Anne says, I don't have an overview of all my Altenew and paper blocks. Bad Eye Carm. You won't see my rooms. I don't mean that. I want to see what you make. And that's why you guys keep posting so many things in the stream showcases so that I can see the things that you make. Lisa says, Christine, I closed the door quietly so you didn't hear me come in. I love y'all. Y'all are fun. So we can do a lot of different things with this. And I'm kind of thinking I do have some partially done cards that I haven't done anything with that I've had sitting here for a while. But we also want to use this. So let's start off with... Do you just use scissors to cut the magnets? Absolutely. I use my paper trimmer a lot. But yeah, you can use scissors. I've also got some punches, which sometimes don't want to go all the way through. But that's like with anything that's somewhat thick. Sometimes it wants to go through and sometimes it doesn't. I think this one may not want to go all the way through. And if it doesn't want to go over through, it does kind of mark it so you know where to cut. But yeah, you can use basically anything where you can cut through heavy duty cardstock or chipboard. This is not as thick as chipboard, so it shouldn't give you a whole lot of trouble. I think we might even be able to cut it with dies, but I haven't tried that. And I did, thank you, Ruth. I did see someone post something about being able to run it through a Cricut. So that's one of the things I do want to try out at some point. I think it will. I'm almost positive, which means that would make really cool fridge magnets, right?
Welcome, Cricut Bug.
Hey, Cricut. Lady Cricut Bug's in the house. Thank you, honey. Let me give you a shout out real quick, even though you are giving us a lurk. Thank you so much for popping in. And you guys need to go and follow Lady Cricut Bug over on Twitch. Mimi Cody says, hi, Cricut. Okay, we're going to pull out our color deck again. I do have, I think, all of the ones that we've used so far off to the side. And what I've done with these so far is I've been shuffling. I'm going to shuffle again. Every day I'm shuffling. Just like you would a regular card deck. Although they are much bigger and you do get a hand stretch with it. Just saying. Hey, Tamara, welcome in. And then I'm going to just pull them out here and you guys can help me pick out which one we want to go, or I can just grab something. Hello, Miss Linda Tillman. Welcome in, honey. She might know. She does a lot with the Cricut. Linda, do you know whether or not magnetic sheets, like the ones that I use that are adhesive magnetic sheets that I just put onto a piece of cardstock, but whether or not we can run those through our Cricut and cut it well? I'm assuming yes, because the Cricut can cut through leather and felt and fabric and chipboard and all the things. I think up to 3 mil, and this is not 3 millimeters thick. So I'm thinking it should be able to do it. Yellow, green on left. So this is my left. So this is the one you're wanting. Okay. This one says a Christmas tree that tells your story. Imagine a Christmas tree decorated with ornaments that represent your life, memories, or dreams. What would each ornament symbolize? Would the tree be classic and warm or modern and abstract? I think that is a good question. So I want you guys to think about this. Okay? So we're going to start off with each of you guys imagine a Christmas tree decorated with ornaments that represent your life, memories, or dreams. Okay? And then I want you to put into the chat, what would each ornament symbolize? Or pick one ornament or a couple of ornaments, and what would they symbolize in your life? And maybe describe the ornament. I would love, love, love to hear that. And then we'll probably go on to the other questions. You didn't know you were going to have to work today. The class is in session. Okay, so I don't see that Linda answered. Oh, yes, she has. I have cut the Avery magnet sheets before, no problem. They are thin, haven't used other brands. So, in general, the answer is yes. But like with everything, you have to test it on what you have to know for sure if it will work for that specific product. Fabulous, Linda. I'm going to have to make sure that I have that on my list of things to try out. That would be so fun to do something with that. No pay either. What? Jen, what are you talking about paying? Who are you paying and who are you not paying? Oh, by the way, I got a message from the post office that I should be getting something special in the mail today. Linda says exactly. So she's got the same kind of thought that I've got. You can look online all you want to find out if something's supposed to work, but you're not going to know 100% if it works with your stuff until you try it. I mean, even if it says that it works with the same Cricut or die cutting machine or whatever, you have to try it with yours, because every die cutting machine, even though they are made with very exacting standards, they can still be a little bit different, a little bit off, and what you use with it may not work as well as on somebody else's machine. Okay, Chris says, an ornament with my picture of my amazing family. Tamara says, my ornament would be purple butterfly life, about transforming and flying high no matter what comes your way. Oh my God, I love that one. I love that one. Jen says, whoop, whoop, happy, happy, joy, joy. And Linda says, my best advice with the Cricut is to try it. Well, absolutely. And I don't think it's not just for the Cricut, it's for all the things. You got to try it before you're going to know if you're going to like it. Isn't that what we tell our kids when they don't want to eat something? It's like, you don't know if you're going to like it until you try it, right? And then there's some things it's like, no. Ooh, Jen would have crochet ornaments. Okay, I haven't looked at the colors on this yet to even start looking through the few cards that I just came across this morning. It's like, oh yeah, I haven't finished those. I should probably, and I kind of want to do those. So, and these are actually holiday cards that I might grab something else. And you guys know I got a ton of stuff in my my background panels bin. Jen said crochet ornaments and reminds her of old school. Yes. And Carmen, have you been naughty, honey? Linda says, we are like snowflakes, no two the same. What you like, I might like that. What you like, I might not like, and vice versa. Absolutely. Okay. Ooh. Now this is not really traditional. It is a lot of white, which can count as traditional. It's got a little bit of reddish colors and some bluish colors. And some green, but look at those colors. This is so soft and pretty.
Welcome,
Okay. The Ronin is in the house, and he says, I'm not a snowflake. I'm a mud ball.
Beware. If you proceed from this point in the craftosphere, you will have entered the chaos zone.
Love you, Ronan. And it looks like the not finished Christmas cards that I have out does not match those colors. But I do have something that does kind of match the colors sitting over here. And when I've been sending out my cards lately, I've been taking scrapbook paper scrapbook pages, 12 by 12 scrapbook paper that I haven't used yet, and cutting them down into 6 by 6s to act as an insert in there to basically try to protect the card, and it gives you guys an extra piece of cardstock. But I just happen to have this one over here. It's not the same theme, but it does have those blues and greens, and I have to ask you guys, should I make a card with this today? This one has been sitting in my stash for a while. Ronan is probably going to think, hey, how did you get Caddy's skin? Although I think Caddy is probably more blue than this. Everybody is saying hello to Ronan. Linda said, my ornament would be a melting snowman. A little messed up, but still cute. Yes. Linda says yes to this. So we have got these, and I can do a couple of different things. I can have that as the background. Yeah, those are fish scales is what they said. And Tamara says beautiful mermaid style skin. I think it was a mermaid paper pack that I got this out of, which makes sense because I think some of my older paper packs I got like 2. No, there are no Ronan here. Ronan is claiming that he is not in the house. Okay, honey. Okay. So what we're going to use is we're going to use these. And as long as I keep the colors around this, they should go well together because this composition looks really pretty, right? So the colors in this is a little bit brighter, but I'm thinking. I think I'll start off with TR. What? Hey. Hi, honey. Oh, and Linda said, if you turn it around, it can look like a bunch of snowman heads. Oh my goodness, you are so right. I could put little eyes and things on there maybe. That would be fun on some of them. But yeah, TR is in the house. Everybody give her lots of hearts. It's been a while. TR is Bethany's aunt. And I think she's the reason that Bethany found us. So BB Production Studios, Miss Bethany, who comes in here all the time, came because of TR. And I don't remember exactly how TR found us either. Idolite says, hi, Ronan. We nevertheless love hearing of you. Everybody is saying hello to TR, even the Ronan. Sharon says, late again, but here now. You're not really late, honey. I've barely even gotten started. I do have to try to do better. But I'm thinking this probably is going to be a very difficult card to make. So, especially if I start pulling things out of my stash. That can save you so much time. We always make extras, right? Almost everything we make, we wind up making extras. If you make extras, grab some of those and put them on future cards as you're making cards, and it's going to save you a lot of time on this. Carmen says hi to TR and to Sharon, and TR says she's my girl. Absolutely. Yeah, we do love our Bethany. Okay, I need to put these back in the box.
It's delicious, Auntie Goody.
I did change things up a little bit for our little rascal down there. He now has a candy cane striped speech bubble, and he's got some presents behind him in the tree. So I did change that up yesterday. I don't know how it works for you to decorate him. I think it's in the shop thingy and you have to go through Twitch to get to it, but I don't know how it works. I still haven't figured out the thing. Okay, let's do, I do have some pattern paper over here too. Do any of these match? I mean, these are all blues. But I'm looking to see if I have something that I can cut out of that would look awesome. This would look nice, but I think you wouldn't be able to see it because of those little die cuts. Okay. I think that's the same with all of these. This is basically the bunch of things that I pulled out when we were making things with Leah from Glassboard Studios, which, by the way, they are having another deal coming up in a couple of days. I think I've got socials posted about it, or socials scheduled to post about it, because they're going to give a discount, but they're also letting you know that we're almost out of time if you want to get any of the stuff for Christmas or get it delivered to anybody for Christmas. Just saying. I mean, whether it is some magnets or the caddies or any of the things. Yeah, they're running out of time for all the places. Okay, TR says, y'all are way ahead of me electronically. Law, it's good to be in a room and see all the people. I haven't been right, but I do listen in sometimes. Oh, honey, we all love you and we just miss you. So thank you so much for popping in. I appreciate it so much. Okay, let's see what I can figure out. I need my Simon Hurley Scout. So we can do a little die cutting with him. Wait a minute, those are the wrong ones. Those go there. There, here we go. And I have to figure out what color I want to do. Hi, Sina, welcome in. She says, I am new here to watch live. Fabulous. How did you find us, hon? I have all the things in the wrong places. I don't have room. I've got way too much stuff on my desk again. Way too much stuff on my desk again. Not as bad as it was yesterday when I had all of the cards and the labels and all the things so that I can get a lot of stuff mailed out for y'all. I'm hoping to start mailing out the cards I give away weekly or bi-weekly. YouTube sent you. Yay! So welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. It does get a little crazy here, so just saying, we do have a lot of fun and love creating things.
Zany face emoji, zany face emoji, zany face emoji, zany face emoji. See you tomorrow. Will watch with no sound.
I do not understand any of that. Oh, I see. Okay, so first off, Anne Marit gave 100 bits on Twitch, and she gave these. It was saying the something face, crazy face, whatever, about that roll on the floor laughing face. See you tomorrow. We'll watch with no sound. Love you, Miss Anne Marit. Thank you so much. And Sina, Jen put up a bunch of hearts on there for Miss Sina. Thank you so much. You guys rock. Okay, I have to do things. I have to stop talking to y'all. I have to look and see what I have over here, because I don't know what I want to die cut out of. But I need colors to match this. So what I want to find, I think, is something in the reds, because I think that would be good to have a contrast. But you saw how it was yesterday when I was trying to find pinks. It didn't really work out too well. That's not the right kind. I need the reddish orange is what I need. And if I have to, I can make my own cardstock, because you know what? I have inks. Yeah, I don't think I've been making much of that. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's grab out some inks. Also, this is kind of a busy pattern. And the die cuts themselves are going to kind of create a busy pattern. So my brain is churning. I got the power. Thank you, Jen. You're nuts. Actually, is this about the right color? Well, that's kind of not the right color. Hey, Blossom, how you doing? How many names do you have? The fact that you put Blossom in there lets me know it's you. And we love you, Blossom. But it's like, I keep seeing more names. Goodness. Samba seems like it's closer to the color, I think. Yes, I don't always use Simon Hurley, but I usually use Simon Hurley inks. But I think Samba is actually the closest. So Samba, and then since I'm pulling out, dang it, go in the other drawer. I mean, Stupid Cupid is close. I'm going to go with Stupid Cupid. It's a new one that I haven't played. I need to do both is what I need to do. But I also am thinking I want to do that blue, which I'm pretty sure is really, really close to, I just had it in my hand. I think it's really close to high tide. So that, I think, is what I'm going to do. So then we're going to go with some lighter colors there. And I may just use part of this instead of having it as a background. That makes sense. We're going to see what this looks like. I mean, that's just the way it's going to go. All right. I need some white cardstock so I can make some colored cardstock. Hey, Danielle. I definitely found that. I think I finally found the perfect one for my personal account, and the craft loving is for my YouTube channel. Understood. Yeah, I pretty much use almost nothing but my Debbie J's Crafting Corner, and that's because I want people to know that it's me everywhere. That's just the purpose. I do have a couple of other YouTube handles, if you will. One of them is Debster42, and that's the one that sometimes you'll see that in there, and that's just because I've set it up as a bot. That's all. It's just a bot. And then the other one is Spark, and that is because that one is going to be for our Spark live streams, because that is all membership. Okay, I'm going to start off with Stupid Cupid. I don't really know how much I need. Okay, let's just do a bit across the top of there. And I think I'm going to actually do a couple of cuts. Let's just do half the card in Stupid Cupid and half the card in High Tide. So I hope that this shows you that this should save you money on buying cardstock, because you can use the inks you have and then use white cardstock that you're already getting because you need it for everything else. And then you can also just get the ink refills so that they don't... What? We have Jamie in the house? Jamie, hey! Welcome in, honey. We have Jamie from Not Too Shabby in the house, guys. Oh gosh, I love you to death. Thank you so much for coming in. Okay, we're going to do, like I said, I think I'm going to do a couple of each. So I'm going to start off, first I need to make sure this is going to fit. I always have to trim it down to go into our, I think I'm going to cut all of these out of each side, and then I can decide what I want to do. So I think that'll work. And this is one of those things you guys know I don't do very much, and I'm trying to do more, and that is use the white cardstock if I don't have the color that I want. And I'm trying to mix it up a bit to make sure that I'm doing different colors. And while I'm at it, let me give a Not Too Shabby Shop a shout out. Now, I was on her design team a few years back, and Jamie is one of the sweetest people, and they have a lot of fun collections that come out every month. So if you haven't already checked her out and checked out her channel or her shop, Not Too Shabby Shop, be sure to do that. I do still have affiliate links and stuff, so if you're interested in that, it should be on my, I think I've got a stores page still. I don't know. If I'm not mistaken, I have a link down below to a link deli list of my favorite stores, and I believe she is on that one. Okay, I need this guy. So we now have a cute little banner that says Happy Day in this pretty pinkish color. That is Love Struck. Is that what it says? No, it's Stupid Cupid. This is Stupid Cupid. Blossom says Not Too Shabby is my favorite shop. Yes, I know a lot of folks that are in here know you and love you to death. But I want to make sure the folks that don't, they need to check you out. And while I'm at it, let me do a couple more shout outs, because we have Blossom. Once I find, there she is. Although she did say that this one is not her YouTube one. And TR did have one, but I don't think she does anything. TR, are you doing any videos or anything anymore, honey? Okay, and we have some plain banners. And then we have Bethany. Bethany. We were just talking about you. Were your ears burning, honey? Hey, Ronan, say hello to Bethany. And Bethany says, "Hi, ATR," which I think means happy. Hi, Auntie TR. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing with this one that is in high tide. We're going to cut all of the different panels out, and that's going to give us 2 different colors of all of them, meaning we can do more than one banner. We could do 2 that say happy day, and then we could do additional smaller ones because we have these smaller banners. And then I still have a little bit of this card still left over here. I have a feeling that we're going to wind up using the pink banner. Hey, Christina, welcome in, honey. And of course, I'm trying to use my cardstock, trying to make sure that I have extras. Yeah. Why do we always do that? We try to use as little space as possible on there and leave as much to be able to use later. But then we complain about having too many scraps, which is also on my to-do list of things I need to organize. My next project for the rest of the day is I've got to get some videos recorded. I planned on getting them done yesterday, and my brain got tired. And then Todd was talking to me about finances and then, helping make decisions. And I just got tired, and I played a couple of rounds of Fortnite, and then I had dinner. It's like I got too tired to actually do any of the other things. But I need to get them done. So, because I have on the 11th, I have one due for Pear Blossom Press. Never too many what? Peanut butter should go out tomorrow or the next day. Video today was not too shabby. Quick makes. Fabulous. Well, that's the thing. Teresa. Yeah. Not Too Shabby has got a lot of really pretty pattern paper that one of their folks puts together. So, yeah. Okay. So I may cut some more out, but I'm moving that stuff out of the way. Let's bring out our mermaid scale. That could be, someone did say that it could be snowmen if I put eyes on it. Although the snow is kind of a funny color for that, but I don't know. But let's see what this looks like. So we've got Happy Day. I'm going to first look at it with just the color, but I'm thinking we're going to have to put some of the color behind it, which is another reason to have those extra banners, because the extra banners can go behind it like this so that you can see the words. Okay. So we can either do, yeah, this is where you can't really see it. So let's try it the other way with the pink on top and see if you can see that better. Because again, I'm trying to stick with this. I'm thinking I'm probably going to need some vellum or a white panel of some sort. Okay, this is easier to see, but this has to be more of an accent. So I am going to trim that down. Let me grab a piece of, here's just a piece of white to give me an idea, because I'll put this all up onto a card base in a minute. And then I think, since this is 6 inches, and I think I want to try to use 4 inches on another project, yeah, save the card. I'll cut it down at 4, and that'll give me a 2-inch strip over here. That one's going away.
SSD. Rascal has a dream. Can the chat describe
then,
it?
I've kind of changed my mind again. Wavy like ornaments. The problem is you can't see these because this is so busy. So let me grab a piece of vellum and we're going to try that. I like auditioning because sometimes even when you have an idea, it doesn't quite gel the way you would like. Okay, so if we put vellum over the top, and then I put, let's say, where's my other piece of pink? I'm losing my pieces already, but that's okay. And then let's say we put a piece of with the blue and the pink. I think, still kind of like it better, I think, this way though. And then I'm also kind of thinking that maybe this is just not dark enough or not light enough. So I'll do one more thing to see. Okay, we can see it better if we have those banners cut out of white. So I'm going to do another set of the banners out of white. I think I am going to use the vellum. And I'm going to do what somebody mentioned a couple of days ago in the chat or in one of the comments, that I need to actually hold all these things in a bin and so that I don't lose them, because I think I've already lost some of the pink. Now, I didn't lose the pink, it's just upside down. This is, here we go. And that's a good way for me to see it. So if I do it in the white behind the blue or behind the pink, how will that show up? It's like you can see the letters better now. So we'll try it on a couple of things. So even over that, you can kind of see it, but I think it pops a little bit more over the vellum. How about gold to match the arches and the fish shells? I think that is really pretty too. However, it's kind of where everything's getting lost because this is such a busy pattern. That's what I'm thinking. So having too much of it, yeah. I can probably I think I may do something else in gold in there, but I'm not sure yet. I am going to use that. I think that's what I'm going to do though. So now I'm going to do some white. So now I need a white panel. Cut down small enough. Tara likes it on the white. Thank you, honey. Oh, by the way, when you're cutting your cardstock like that, be careful that you move the cardstock away from your fingers, because I have cut myself with scissors like that, doing exactly what I just did there, cutting that. So that's kind of a dumb thing for me to do, but I did it. Yeah. Yeah, that's when I probably need to make sure I have some super glue. Right, Ronan? Maybe my dad will retire in February. Really? Cool. Okay, so we need... I didn't need this one. I needed the other two. Although that would be cool too, and have an additional one that's got the white around. Well, I'll try it. I will try it. We're going to see. That just means I'll have 3 banners. You think you have all done it at some point? I thought it was just me. I thought I was just being really stupid. Because, yeah. Glue that shut. Ronan is very scared. Oh, speaking of which, when I get my thing in, I think I am going to see about doing one of the videos I'm going to record today, assuming that it comes in the mail like it's supposed to, Jen, is an unboxing. And part of what I got also is a new craft knife. So it should be here today. So it'll hopefully be a good one, because this one is an X-Acto knife, but it is at least 5 years old, and the blade is really wobbly. Alyssa says crazy glue can seal a cut quickly in a pinch. Yes. Well, I don't know if you heard the story that Ronan told on stream about his experience when he was working at Home Depot and cut himself. Yeah, that was very entertaining, and it is on one of the streams. I just don't know which one it is. That's another one I probably need to see if I can export out into an audio file for entertainment purposes for you guys, you know. Although I have not decided yet, or even really thought about what I need to have as the video going along with those, because having me doing things like this and the conversation has nothing to do with what I'm doing. I don't think those make for really good shorts, especially if people watch like I do and don't have the audio on. Just be sure to clean up the red mess first. Well, unless you're doing something in red cardstock, right? No, I do not want to bleed on my cardstock. Okay, so if we do it like this, we could do... That one looks... Oh, this looks really good. Let's see what that looks like over the... I think this is it. I think this is it. We can either do it with the pink or with the green. Let's see what it looks like with the pink. I think I want to do it with the pink. So I'm going to do the white with the pink. I'm going to cut out 2 more so I can also do it with the blue. It just means I'm going to have additional things for additional cards. And it just depends on how the background and such goes as to which ones I use. Let go, let go, let go. Or stab with a needle while making Fergus. I know, right? One of the things that I just opened up and put into my my zipper pouches for coming up in the next couple of months is the new club kits for January and February. I'm not going to tell you much other than I think I got everything this time, including the stitching. So that means we're going to be doing some stitching over at least for the next couple of months. I think I volunteered to ongoing. I don't remember what I volunteered for. I've slept since then. But we've got a lot of stuff coming up in the next month or two, and they're so cute. You are going to love the things. And I've got a lot of new collection things coming out next month also. So, yeah, I have to figure out scheduling as to how I'm going to do all the things. Okay, and I'm thinking I must not have had these at an appropriate angle because it didn't want to cut all the things out. Alyssa, I want to see what you said first. Okay. Oh, Alyssa said, unless you're watercoloring and need red, that has to do with cutting yourself. And Christina, this is why I noticed that. And then Christina says that gives a whole new meaning to watercoloring. That is funny. Yeah, I'm hoping I'm going to like the next craft knife. I mean, I am getting it from Alta News, so hopefully it's going to be a good one. My last ones, I mean, this has been the better one. I had one that I got at Michael's that was a, I think it was a Martha Stewart. I still have it. I don't ever throw anything away, but the blade never stayed in that one. It was, I mean, yeah, this one, it stays in, it's just wobbly. And that might be because of the age of the blade or something. But the thing is, I don't use it often enough for it to really do that kind of thing, I would think. And it's not like people that are able to use their, they do their fuzzy cutting with a blade. It's like, oh, wow, how can they do that? Okay, I need to clean up some of this mess because I have lots of little bits here from all the letter pieces. And then I'm going to start putting together a couple of those. Nope, that's wrong. I'm going to cut out some more. That's why I was doing the things. That's right. I forgot. I was going to cut out another one in white because it really looks good in white on this panel anyway. It looks good in white with the color behind it. Jen, there is already a quote in there that says, I've slept since then. So you don't need that. Mine is a Fisker's blade that I got at Michael's. Oh, sometimes they work good and sometimes they don't. You never know for sure until you try it, right? We were just talking about that. You never know what you're going to like until you try it. Sometimes the reason that we always check online to see how everybody else likes the things, sometimes the tools work better for you than others. I mean, that's one reason why I always like watching videos to see what other people have done with a product before. It's a -2 in your craft room. What do you mean it's a -2 in your craft room, honey? It's -2 degrees? Yeah, it's like we have windows open again today. We did get rain, so it's supposed to be a little bit chillier, but it doesn't feel chillier to me.
How refreshing. Thanks, Danielle_Vegas.
Okay, these all cut out perfect, meaning I put it at a good enough angle. So apparently Jen thinks that I need to have a button that brings up the quote, "I've slept since then." I don't say it that much. It is a good reason for me to have forgotten things, though. You demand a recount from Santa. Yeah, I don't like coldness. Well, I also don't like too hot, I guess. There is a balance. I mean, we did really good while we were in Ohio at my in-laws because they didn't keep the house roasting. That's one of the things I've noticed. Every time I go out of town and it is cold, if it's cold outside, they make it very hot inside. And I don't like that. I mean, I noticed when we went to Germany, years and years ago to visit Todd's brother and sister-in-law, they were outside of Stuttgart. And we went there and it's cold outside and there's snow and all the things. And when I went outside, my sinuses would clear. When I came inside, they would go whoop, they would clog up immediately. Beachcomber only says something about those of us who are cheap. But the last thing she said was about the recount from Santa. So I'm not sure. She might be talking about the blades, but that's the thing. I've got like 3 or 4 different craft knives here, including blade replacements that I got at Dollar Tree. But you know what? I think I wasted more money on those than what it would cost to get a good knife. But you don't know what is a good knife, so... Okay, Alyssa says she has ads on Twitch, which means Alyssa needs to have, she needs to be a subscriber over there so she doesn't have ads. Somebody said Pink and Maine and Pink Altenew. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to do one, I think I'm going to start off with the pink. So I want the white with the pink background, or the pink. Yeah, the pink in the back. There we go. That's how I want that one to go. Heat resistant tweezers. I think that's called a clothespin. I'm joking around. I don't know. I don't know if there are ones. I mean, I would think that even if the blade part wasn't heat resistant, you should be able to do something with the handle. Even if it is just wrapped in washi tape or with a layer of hot glue or something on it. I don't know. But there should be some way to make it resist the heat, even if I'm putting way too much glue on this. Gonna make a mess. Anywho, so I'm going to put these down over the top of there, and then I'm going to flip it over so I can see and make sure that they're lined up right, because of course they're not 100%, but it's going to be close. Okay, just smashing it down to make sure it's glued on there. Now I'm going to do the same thing for the day. I think Adelaide got my Santa spin and I got hers. Even reverse tweezers with the rubber handle. Yeah, I mean, I've got reverse tweezers. It's got this piece of rubber here. And it depends on what you're doing with them. I mean, if you are using them for embossing to hold your panel, part of the reason that your hand's getting hot is the heat coming onto your hand when you're holding the tweezers. Christina says, I have a question for the chatterbox. Yesterday, somebody had mentioned a program they were using for inventory in their craft stash. It was not Mustache or Color My Life. Does anybody remember that? That I don't know, but I am creating something for myself. I've got Color My Life. But my problem is with that one, I have to do everything manual. Like every single thing I put in, I basically have to put in manual because they do not have an inventory where I can look up things for Spellbinders that are new or any of the things that are new. So for me, it doesn't work as well. However, if I have a list that I have in Excel, I can import that into my Notion, and that's where I'm creating my database. I still have to finish it. I mean, I'm paying for the Color My Life app, and I haven't actually used it in a long time. But that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm also planning on, because somebody mentioned that they have, where they've got it set up on theirs to use a scanner wand, which basically does the UPC symbols on the back, and discovered that you can create your own UPC system if you have the right app for that. And you should be able to do the scanning and everything from your phone. So print your own labels, all the things. I'm thinking about doing something like that. Alyssa says, I need to purge before trying to inventory. Exactly. My problem is I love so much stuff that I need to go through everything and see what I have and compare it to the stuff that I'm getting in and get rid of some of the old. Another problem is shipping prices. If Jamie's still in here and can tell us her secret for being able to ship somewhat cheaply because she does it as a business, I would love to know that if there's a way that we can do that too. Because I do need to purge. I do need to get rid of stuff. Okay, so we've got this one that says Happy Day. And you can see it over the top without me having to put any vellum up there. Shipping is absolutely outrageous. And yes, I do need to destash. It's called Stock and Inventory is the name of the app. See if you can if you have a link, Blossom, and you're able to put it in the chat, let me go ahead and give that a try. If you're not able to do that, if you want to post that over in the Discord, let me see, where do I want you to put it over there? I think resources would be a good place. Nope, because that doesn't have anything. Just put it in the crafty chat over there. I think that we have a crafty chat under communities. There's a teal and blue, and you use the teal. Yeah, you said I might just donate to a group like Craft Roulette and let her pass my extra supplies along. You still have to ship them off to her, but absolutely, that is a fabulous idea. And thank you for that one, because I do need to get rid of some things, but I do know that if I were to try to donate, if I were to get rid of a bulk amount, it would cost less for shipping than individual things. So that may be a good option. But again, it's where she's going to have to spend the money on the shipping, and that kind of sucks too. So Happy Day. I don't know if I've got any mermaid anything, although it would be cool. I have an idea, but I need y'all to give me a second. So I don't know that my Be Right Back is fixed because I haven't tried it in a bit. Nope, that button is not working. So I'm going to just put you back onto I think I can put you onto the intro screen and the Be Right Back at the same time, kind of, sort of, maybe. We'll see. There we go. So this is one of the reasons to have everything in a good inventory system so you can friggin' find it. I didn't find what I was looking for, but I found a couple of other things that may work. I have this little monster or this little shark that would go good with Happy Day, I think, with the whole thing. I've also got this one with the sea lion. So I'm not 100% sure.
1994.
Purge. Nope, never heard of it. Checking personal dictionary. Nope, not there. Wait, purge. Warning. To get rid of one's treasures is to get rid of one's life. Do not do.
Okay. But for one thing, I do have a couple of things already cut out using this die set from the June 2025 die of the month. And because I already have that out, then that also gives me an opportunity to do basically a little audition to see if I want to do it. And I think that will work. No, I will not leave him white because that is a little bit too white, but I think I'm going to do our little sea lion from back in June. I think that'll work good. So now that I have way more than I actually need cut out of all the things, I do need to make sure I have this card out again so I can make sure that my sea lion does the right colors. So the white part of him, let's go ahead and take out the rest of it. I may do his shirt. I haven't decided. But yeah, I had made an extra. And I have a couple of extra seagulls too. I mean, we could do just the seagull maybe. Nah, well, maybe. I don't know. I may do both. So I can either use my inks or I could use my markers or I could use both. I think I may use both. I'm going to start off with a part that I'm sure about what color I want to do, and that's going to be his beak, which is a little bit brighter, but I think there might be some orange in here too. So here's his beak, and then here's one of his little feet. And sorry, I keep clearing my throat, guys. My sinuses are just kind of screwed up today. If I left him white, he'd be pretty washed out. Yeah, Ruth. I mean, I do kind of want him to still be pastel-y. So soft colors to go along with the soft colors in that tree. So I think, let's see, what do I have? I was thinking yellow, but I don't really want to do that. I mean, slippery when wet is not as yellow. It's more of an orangish yellow, but cookie dough is a soft, very soft brown, and I think that would probably work better around the edges. If we're going to make him stay, mostly white and just add a little color. So let me do this. And of course, I'm going to try it out on, make sure my brush is not too terribly saturated before I get started. This is also brand new. You saw me just open it, my brand new one. I think that's going to be good. So we're going to bring in a little bit of soft brown. And this one is a light enough one that even with my heavy hand, it still works. If you did him in soft colors, he'd still be pretty heavy on that tree. Ruth! Adeline wants to know, has Ronan gone missing in the craftosphere? I don't know. Is Ronan still in the chat? He did not come into the voice chat, so you guys have not been able to hear his dulcet tones today. But I don't know. Okay, we're doing just enough so that he's not...
Vegas.
Hey, Danielle. Ruth is on a roll, I know. And it's called a Kaiser roll. I'm going to add a little bit of that soft color again to our little bird too. So he's going to be a white seagull with just a little bit of brown. Tara laughed. Okay, I think that is good enough. And I think I want to do a little bit more, a little bit darker around the edges of our... I mean, now y'all can see the color a little bit. Okay, so there we have him. I'm going to go ahead and finish up our seagull with the pieces I can glue on now, and that's going to be his little beak. What's really going to show that it's going to be a pastel look is going to be the additional stuff, like the hat for the bird. I want to keep it one of those lighter colors from that image. And you guys know that I normally don't stop myself while I'm doing it. I'm usually just gung-ho, and then I don't even think about where I was supposed to be going. I'm trying to make sure I keep going back to that. If I want to make this look a little bit more like the inspiration, if I want the colors to be the same and actually go along with it, I need to stop myself a little bit. I mean, you can do whatever you want to, but I am trying. Hey, Stellar Crafts by Pam. How are you doing, honey? I am really trying my best to actually... stretch myself a little bit so that I'm not doing the same old colors all of the time. I'm trying to stretch my color. Do I want him in the back? I'm going to have at least one of them in the back. I think both of them go in the back of him. But I want to make sure that I have I want to expand my color palette instead of it always being the same, And that is sometimes difficult to do because you find the things that you like and you keep going back to those same ones all the time. Ronan's not in the house. What the heck? Where did he go? Did he say goodbye and me miss it? Did anybody see Ronan say goodbye? Okay, so we have our little bird there. Oh, and from earlier, Jen said, you should see my desk. I haven't been able to craft on it for like 4 or 5 years. So Ronan didn't say goodbye. Okay, I'm going to have to have a talk with him. He didn't send me a message, nothing. It's like, what the heck? Okay, so for his whiskers, I do want them to be a little bit darker. So what I'm going to do... where did I put my tweezers? Here's my tweezers. Oh yeah, he was in here. I don't know that he said hi, but he did speak. Ronan did speak. Okay, so this is actually making it a little bit darker because I'm putting it straight into the ink. So it's still that lighter color, but it is just a little bit darker. I think it was this that I was doing. So for his whiskers, oh, that's going to look good. Let me do the other one. He's stepping out. Well, he better not be stepping out on Nerdy or I'm going to be very upset with him. He needs a Velcro wall and a timeout. Who let him get away? I mean, I thought someone had glued him to the chair. Why did they let him out? Okay, so it looks like... Oh, honey. Yeah. Ruth is going to step out today, and I don't know that I ever knew that you had a stoma, honey. So... that is not fun. I know my mother-in-law is having to change my father-in-law's dressing all the time. And I know it's very difficult for them to do that all the time. It is a thing. Okay, I'm adding some more, again, of cookie dough. Cookie dough is a perfect light brown. And if you want a little bit more bold, you can still add a little extra and it still looks wonderful. Rascal set him free. What? Rascal, You naughty little fox. Why did you give him a treat?
Vegas.
Danielle just fed Rascal after we found out that Rascal let Ronan out. Snowing out the coastal Vermont, coastal VA, me don't like it at all. Yeah. I mean, I did like the little bit of snow I got to see, and it wasn't too cold outside. I think that might be because of all the stones, so that it's stuck on the ground. There was a few inches of snow, so that was kind of cool. But when I was in Alabama, in order for us to get snow that stuck, it would have to be really, 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 really cold because the ground would have to freeze because it was all clay. And here in Alabama, nah, that ain't ever going to happen. We have gotten snow flurries, I think, north of here, but I don't think it's ever come down this far. I think I want a little bit more on him just because I wanted to have a little bit more differentiation, contrast between that lighter color and his muzzle. And you can, of course, do it the opposite with the muzzle being the light part and his body being the dark. And I think that might be what most folks do, but that's not what I'm doing today. Okay, let's see what this looks like. Yeah, Carol says, Tamara, keep it there. Okay, that is looking pretty cool. I do have a t-shirt for him. So I'm thinking we need to have him in Stupid Cupid because it's going to match the pink part and pull it together. We've already got a lot of the teal. So I want him to be in Stupid Cupid. And let me clean up my brush a little bit because this is kind of a slightly orangey red instead of a purpley red. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to need another paper towel because there's a lot of red still left on here. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Somewhere else. Well, you know that we Floridians, we love to see snow on TV from our houses in Florida. Okay, I think this is probably as much as I'm going to be able to get off. And if I don't dig, I can't get to that one. So the ends are mostly clean. So let's load this up with some ink and then we'll come in and give him still a light pastel-y, corally color on his shirt. That's the best way to see snow. I know, right? I mean, I did like to get to, I got excited actually. Here's the thing. We've already talked about how I don't like dreary. I don't like dreary skies. I don't like it when it's blah. And I think now I probably grew up with sad, that is seasonal. I always forget what the disorder is, but seasonal something disorder where seasonal anxiety disorder. Anyway, so, but we basically where I get down when the weather is down, right? And as soon as I moved to Florida, as soon as I came to Florida, I can't even say it was when I moved to Florida. It was where we came here on vacation once. And it's like, I didn't want to go back. I loved it. It was bright and sunny and everything. I mean, the grass was all green. There were no brown patches or anything. It was gorgeous. I mean, it was like June. Seasonal. Yeah, it's a seasonal something. But the acronym is SAD, S-A-D. And I always forget what that middle word, what the middle word is. Okay, he's coming together. Look at him. I do need to make his nose a little darker though. So we're going to go with a different color brown this time. I kind of always go with Weeping Willow, but do I have another brown? I'm wanting to use the new colors that I've got because I just recently got new ones from Simon Hurley. I think this may be the only other brown I've got. That's probably it. I have sad too, and I use it to light my I use my light in the winter. I have a light in fitness to stay alive until the sun returns. Yes. Affective, seasonal affective disorder. That's right. He's got his eyes closed. He's just chilling. You guys want me to put googly eyes on everything. So I'm putting a little, I'm making his nose darker, but I'm not making it dark like I usually do. I think that's going to be enough. And I'll go ahead and start putting him together. Now, seasonal atmosphere depression. That may be what the weather term might be. I don't know. Okay, I think I need a piece of brown or something behind there, so I'm going to bring the brown back out. And let's just cut us a little piece. That is more than enough. But what I was getting at is that it had already been dreary for like a couple of days. I mean, I went to see Elizabeth and cheered up immensely and didn't realize that I was starting to feel down until I went to see Elizabeth and I was all cheery again. And it's like, oh, okay. So that was a big help. I mean, just getting around your friends and chatting and stuff over lunch is fabulous for helping with that seasonal disorder, right? But also, it was a couple of days before we were leaving. So I'm up in the attic area at my in-laws' house, and I'm on my computer, and most of the time I had the shades shut because it was either too bright outside and just barely have one blade of light go straight into my eyes, or it was bleh. So for like 10 minutes in the morning, it was, kind of sunny enough where it was messing with my eyes. And when I mentioned it to my mother-in-law, she's like, there was sun? Just saying. Okay, that's going to be perfect. And anyway, when I woke up on Tuesday morning last week, because we were flying out Tuesday. I mean, we had to go get to the airport like by noon. And, we were leaving. We were flying out by noon. So we had to be there like at 10:30 or something. I think we got there early because they were saying that we need to be there at least like an hour and a half early. I don't know. Anyway. Oh, that looks good. Love it. Anyway, yeah, I look outside and it's bright and white because of the snow. It was a fresh snowfall. So it's bright and white and looked so lovely. And I woke up in a great mood. Sorry I'm late. Been watching Paw Patrol. Okay, Kelly, how you doing, honey? Welcome in. Oh, he looks so cute. Actually, I think I have, oh, I do. I need to lift that back up. I forgot this last time too. He's got tusks. We kind of need to give him his tusks, right? I'm going to put his shirt on first. We're doing a card with a new, the die set makes this cute little banner. And I'm pulling out one of my older die sets that we've had since June. This is from, this is one of the club kits. It may still be available. I don't know. A lot of times Spellbinders does have their previous club kits available as standalones. So I will look and see if it is available and add that to the supply list if it is available. And I had one already cut out. So I am just, let's see, do I want to add any color to his tusks or just, I think I'm going to leave him just white. I think that's what I'm going to do instead of adding any color to it. And so far, I think I'm staying pretty much with this guy. So we do have that little bit of pink, which is for his shirt. I think we're staying in line with it pretty well. Okay, there's that one. And then we have this one. And it does have a little score line there to show you where you need to add your glue and where you're going to attach him. So that's what I've been going by, although I know y'all can't really see it. Do like that there are those really light emboss lines to let us know what to do. Okay, now he looks like a walrus. That is looking great. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add this last bit on, and then I can add his whiskers, and I still need to color his hat. Have not colored his hat yet. His hat is going to match his shirt. And again, so we can see kind of what the thought process is. And we're going to have this little banner saying Happy Day across the top. Oh, that is going to look really nice. He's made with his, okay, we've got a busy background, and he's made with solid enough pieces where there's not a lot of busyness going on that it really balances out. I do think he needs to be popped up a little bit because, yeah, he needs foam. He needs foam. We're going to be adding foam with him. Need him to do his hat. I may still add, I'm probably going to add the seagull too, because that would be cute. And I am kind of liking all these pastel-y colors. It's kind of cool. Let's put his little hat on him. He needs a little bit more color. It's not quite dark enough. Mostly around the bottom. There we go. There we go. His hat matches him good now. Hey, Suze, where have you been, girl? You have been hiding. Suzette has been hiding. I don't even think Suzette has seen the Ronin in here before. I mean, he's not in here now because he's hiding, and I'm disappointed, but I think these looks good. Okay, so now I still need to do these. We need to put his whiskers on. And again, there are little embossed lines, and I'm just putting a little touch of glue down on those to hopefully not have too much. Yeah, you have been busy. Well, we love you anyway. And I'm happy that you made it in today. So thank you, honey. Okay, I have that one piece that does not want to come out. Let me try my... Yeah, these bad trimmer. This bad... Yeah. Now this is one that when I have this kind of problem on these, because the lines are so small, I have ripped the crap out of my whiskers, and I don't want to do that. I'm going to see if I can get it with my scissors. At least so it's enough. At least I did the color all over the entire part, and I just cut part of his whiskers off. That's okay. I think this looks okay. This is going to be all right. It's all right. It's all fine. So everybody say hello to Suze and give her big hugs in here. Send her some hearts in the chat. I mean, she has missed a lot of the fun stuff. You guys know that. He's so cute. All right. The rest of these are pretty much for our seagull that I now have forgotten where. There he is. So there's our seagull. Going to do his scarf and his hat the same colors and have them match. So again, this one is Stupid Cupid. And I'm not going heavy duty on it. It's just kind of a light one. Am I ready for Christmas? No. I still have to make a bunch of Christmas cards off camera, because if I make them here, you know what happens? I give them away. Yeah, that's the reason that I've got like 30 cards ready, and that's it. And I've got more than 30 people that I want to send cards out to. So I have to get some work done. And I asked Todd what he wants for Christmas, and I said not to say $1 million. I don't know what Todd wants for Christmas. What else? It's kind of where we're at the point where it's like, if I want something, I'm going to buy it. Or one of y'all is going to give it to me because y'all love me. Thank you, Jen. But it's hard to know what to, I have no idea what to get him. We're probably not going to decorate because Todd doesn't want to do it. It's not that he doesn't want to do it. It's going to be just us. We don't have anybody coming in town to visit. We're not going out of town this time either. My in-laws very rarely do any decorating either because they're either going to be in Ohio or they're going to be in Austin. And if they're in Austin, it's like a limited amount of time in either place. So what's that? Okay. A limited time in either place. So it's kind of where you're not going to be there long. You're going to be there for a week. You had the walrus cheeks on an If you had the walrus cheeks on an action wobbler, you can make it into a twerking butt. Of course you had to say that. And it's true. It's true. Okay, so Suzette is going to a friend for Christmas Day. That is fabulous. We're going to be staying home, I think. I did hear back from Craig, from Mary Ellen. That's my mother-in-law. We did hear back from them where Todd's dad is going to go into surgery again, I think on the 17th, an outpatient one, mostly to clean things up from his stoma. And so they're not going to be able to travel from Ohio to Texas. So we're not going to go. I don't know if it's decided that we're not going to Ohio because that's coldness. And that's one reason why my in-laws like going to Texas for Christmas and Thanksgiving here. It's so that they don't have to have as cold. And I agree with that. Idleline says, since I started to react allergic to different kinds of trees, you don't do a Christmas tree. Well, but that's the thing. My mother-in-law has got allergies. She can't go into some of the stores around Christmas because of all of the stuff they've got in the air. To make it all smell like Christmassy. I mean, I would love to have, I would love it. Okay, I need colors. My brain just started again. Okay. I think we're going to do High Tide for the handle, the stick. And then I've got another piece for the flag that we're going to do in Stupid Cupid. So even their little flat that I think I dropped on the floor, where'd it go? Well, I guess I'm not going to do the flag. I was going to do the flag, but now I don't know where it is. Oh, well, I was going to do it. You can always use it to, yeah, I know. That's the thing. And if I go to Ohio, I'm going to be seeing Elizabeth. It is close. And she said that she would be willing to drive the full 2.5 hours. And I don't want to make her do that. So we're probably, oh, wait, is there another flag in here? I might have another flag. I want to know what happened to the flag that I just did. There it is. I found it. There it is. I found my flag. Okay. So we're going to do Stupid Cupid for the other piece, and then we're going to glue it on. Yeah, we almost forgot to do a picture. I mean, okay, we did forget to do a picture. And then I don't know if you guys all heard it or not, but we talked about this on Thursday when we were live together. But yeah, it's where I text message her. I don't use the voice one much, but I did use the voice one because it would be easier than me trying to type the darn thing. So I used the voice message thing that's on my text messaging and said, we forgot to take our pictures. And then after I stopped it, I remembered, oh yeah, I didn't tell her to see if she was actually here. So I said, are you still here? In another one. And she only heard the second one. So she says, do you need me to come back? And I said, yes, please. And she comes back and she thinks that my car's broken down. And I said, I'm getting out of the car. And it's like, yeah, come on over here. And she's like, what? I thought you were broken down. It's like, no, I want to take a picture. So I don't know if she would have come back. Okay, so Linda had thought that she might have been able to get together with us. Linda says, if you come to Ohio, I will come and meet you too. No plans around Christmas. Keep me posted. I will, honey. I don't think we're going to be going back at Christmas, but you never know. Okay, we're going to put this, I'm going to go ahead and put him down here at the bottom, and then I can trim everything. And now let's trim it first, and then I'll probably trim it again because that's what I do. Because this is 4x6 and it doesn't need to be that big. Sliding things up. I've got a bigger piece here, and what do? I still fill it up. Okay, we're going to trim this. This is now 4 inches and it needs to be down to 5 1/4. This will give us such a pretty picture. Oh, what? The one where my double chin is showing very well and I'm not happy with it? I need to lose weight, guys. This is my opinion. I have a feeling that my weight gain initially was probably a stress thing because did you know that cortisol causes weight gain? I mean, I've known that for a long time. It's just once it's on there, it is very difficult to get rid of it. Jen says, don't we all? Yeah. I just keep putting too much on my plate. I am moving forward. I am happy that I've got some of the things that were on my plate or on my list of things to do at the beginning of last week are actually pretty much caught up. So I'm happier. There we go. He's right at the bottom because I did rest it right there on the bottom there. I think I'm going to put, yeah, why not? We're going to put him up on top of his head because it's cute. So hopefully once we get the car fixed or decide what we're going to do with it. I mean, yesterday we were talking and it's like, do we really need to even keep this thing? And part of it is just that if Todd needs to buy drywall or whatever, if he needs to do anything for repairs or for the yard or anything like that, it's kind of nice having a vehicle that can transport it, right? But one thing we were looking at is like, I wonder if Home Depot would deliver that stuff. If they will, it's not that far, but if they will, and we may just go that route. He's so cute. Okay, we're going to go ahead and pop him down. And you notice I did not put foam down by his feet. That is so I can add a little bit of glue to his feet and have him actually overlap a little bit of the hat. So he's actually standing on the hat. And that piece of foam decided it did not want to do the release paper. It wanted to just pop off on my fingers. Leptin resistance causes you to feel hungry and eat more even though your body has enough fat stores. Yeah, the thing is, I'm not usually, I skip meals because I'm not hungry. So I don't really eat all that much. So I don't think mine is where I don't think I'm taking in way too many calories. I think it's just that I'm not exercising enough and, gosh, my nose. I'm not exercising enough and it's not wanting to let go. So it's that. This piece is probably small enough. I think this is about the right size. That is close enough. I'm going to say that's close enough. So now I can put this one down and the flag will be popped up just a little bit too. which you know what that means. It means that I have to pop up all those other little flags. How can you test your leptin leverage? I think what I need to do is go back and look at my last blood work and see what it was then, because I honestly believe that part of my weight gain, most of my weight gain, came during the time that I... Look at this. It is so cute. Came during the time when... where is it? Here we go. I had stopped working. I had lost my position. Or I take that back. It was before I lost my job. It was where I was sick, quote unquote sick, didn't know what was wrong and was trying to let my body heal. So I sat on the couch for almost 2 years, pretty much. I watched TV. I don't really remember the shows I watched anymore. And that is probably that's too long. But because of that, because I wasn't getting any exercise, and I had just gone through right before that, I was going to the gym like about 3 to 4 days a week. I was doing the gym a lot. So I went from lots of exercise and feeling like I was finally getting into the shape that I wanted to be, to no exercise, and gained about 50 pounds. And since then, because it has been a few years, I have not made the time to go back to the gym regularly. You guys have seen, probably, if you've been here a while, you know you've seen different, I've done a couple of different videos where I'm out on my bike or I'm going for a walk. I don't do it every day because I still put way too much stuff on my plate to get done, and I don't have the time to go do all the things. So part of my plan for next year is to not go live every day. But I do love doing the live streams, and I have been having so much fun with you guys that I do want to kind of keep that going, keep that trend going. So I'm going to try. I was planning on just doing 5 days a week, wasn't I? And then what happens? We just got raided.
Rated you.
Oh, hi. It's me again. I missed you.
You remember me, right?
Welcome, Small Town Boys.
Hey, Smalls. I have a feeling that I know where it was that Ronan went. Thank you for the raid. Thank you so much for the raid. She says she's got a serious case of the Mondays. Well, that means you need to get in on the giveaway for this Happy Day card we have that I'm making right here. We're going to do that in a little bit. I haven't started the giveaway yet. I should probably go ahead and do that. I mean, y'all know what the card's going to look like and what the sentiment's going to be, and that's not too far from being done. And you know what? The Ronan didn't come into the chat, into the voice chat, so everybody's depressed. Thank you so much, Smalls. I think he was over there probably playing something with you, and I didn't get to see what it was you were doing. Kelly says, I find it hard to change 14-year habit of comfort eating, but now I'm forcing myself to walk 10,000 steps every other day. That's fabulous. Ronan is sleeping. What? Okay, so I guess Ronan popped in just long enough to say, I'm going to go take a nap. We didn't get to see him much. He was in here and then he disappeared and we didn't know where he went. Maybe he fell asleep. Maybe I put him to sleep. If I did, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm going to take the foam off of this one because that goes over that flag. There, now it's going to fit better. Okay, so now I can pop that on there. He's sleeping with Rascal. Hey, words, Smalls, did you hear the things that I made with Ronan's voice? You want to hear them? This is where we're going to introduce Ronan to the stream.
Beware. If you proceed from this point in the craftosphere, you will have entered the chaos zone.
So that is his chaos zone one. I love it. But there's one that's better. So this one is for Mary, because Caddy was in here and he was yelling at people that if they're not following my buddy Mary, they have to. Otherwise, Krampus is going to get them.
If you are not watching Mary K's Crafting Creations, and you are not following Mary K's Crafting Creations, you are wrong, and Krampus is gonna poop in your stocking.
Okay, Tamara says, I used to love Leslie Sansone, Walk Away the Pounds. It's great for small spaces, and 15 minutes is better than nothing. You can do it. I'm ready to cheer you on. Moving more in 2026 on purpose. Absolutely. Well, I've got a gym membership to Planet Fitness, and Planet Fitness is literally 3 miles from my house and next door to Michael's. There goes Krampus. So the distance isn't a big deal. The problem is getting out of the house because I got stuff to do. And I do walk back and forth to the kitchen. I just don't get the full 10 minutes, 10,000 steps in. Mine are usually around 2 because I don't get up from the desk. I mean, when I am sitting here for 2 hours with you guys, yeah. And then I get done and it's like, okay, I got to do the pictures. It's not that I'm being lazy. It's where I got stuff I got to get done. So that is one of my goals, is to make it a point to actually get all of that done. Okay, now we get to put that onto a card base. I do like this one, and this is a pattern paper I've had in my stash for a long time that I have not used. It's one that it's pretty, and I think it's from a pattern paper pack that was all mermaid theme, and I didn't use it probably because I was hoarding it because I was afraid I was going to want to use it for something. And I got 2 packs of this stuff. I don't think I have the 2 packs anymore. I think I finally have used them for things. But I did have 2 packs of it and wasn't using it. Kelly says I ordered an underdesk bike. Yes, I have one of those from when I was working at an office. My desk here, okay, you guys know I store stuff under there. It's also, I'm going to have to test because I think it was maybe with my last chair. It's where the desk was too low and was hitting my knees. So I'm going to have to try it again because I still have it. And I used to use it all the time when I was working a job at Schwab. In between calls. I couldn't do it while I was on a call with somebody because I needed to focus. But if it was in between calls, I was doing it all the time. Now I'm looking for my bone folder that is hiding. I think Caddy may have stolen it. So while I'm looking for that, and while I'm cleaning up a little bit on my desk so I can finish this card up, we're going to go ahead and start the giveaway. And Smalls gets to get in on it. So if you'd like to I also moved it down here. So don't forget, it is over here. Okay, I moved the thing so it's out of the way a little bit so that we can actually see the card because it's been covering up so much of the screen. I'm probably going to have a different setting for when I have someone live with me. I haven't decided. We'll see. Okay. So I have to ask, did I stay pretty much the same? Did I pretty much stick with the color scheme? I think I did. I think there's more gold in this, so it takes away some of the blue, but I think I pretty much did. I do need my scoreboard. Oh, here's my scoring tool. It's where I put it away. And that's why I couldn't find it. Anne-Marit is back. Thank you, Tara. She said that I pretty much stuck with it. I'm getting better at it. I am liking doing this. I mean, I think I kind of put it off because am I really going to do that? Do I really want to take the extra brain power to figure out the other colors? But to be honest, guys, it's taking part of the guesswork out of it because I've got something to look at to say, okay, today, random, I'm going to just use these colors. And then what do I have in my stash that matches those colors? And that's what I'm going with. And I think it's working out really well. Look at that. This is so cute. Kelly says, keep looking at a standing desk, but I don't know. I did like my standing desk at Schwab. There are a couple of different types. At least there were 5-6 years ago. One was a crank, and that's what I had to begin with, where I had to crank it up. And the other ones that they started doing like right before I left, and I didn't get one, is where you just push a button and it adjusts itself. So if you think about the crank one, that would give you an arm exercise too. If you think about the one that you push the button, it goes up. But that makes it so that you can stand as long as you need to, but you can also sit down. Now for our crafting areas, I've got this side of my desk. I think there's also some kind of conversion kit things that you can do with an existing desk. But my desk on this side has a file. It has drawers attached to the actual desk. This side, the drawers slide under because it was part of an L-shaped thing that we don't have room for in this one. Oh yeah, Jen, honey, I love you. I think I'm going to ban you from giving your advice on any of my cards for a while because you've been complaining today about no pay. Suzette says, I have a push button on them, but I can't get to it. What? Chris says, I just bought a standing desk for my craft space. Haven't had a chance to use it yet. So you guys need to let me know what you think of those and how you like them. I think I'm going to add some more foam, though, and pop our guy up some more. We have 25 people in the drawing. So you guys, if there's anybody who is watching that is not in on the giveaway, what are you waiting for? And that's on YouTube and on Twitch. Don't forget, if you are watching on Twitch, you can get into the giveaway too. So like if Deadly is lurking, because Deadly does that. I love those kitties. I do love those kitties. Now, there's so many things I want to get done, but my next big project is I've got video. Well, it's not a big project, but my next thing that I have to do off camera is I have at least 3 videos that I need to record. And I'm going to go ahead and say I think it's at least 4, but I have at least 3 or 4 videos that I need to record. I also need to start using more of the clubs because, yeah, I've been doing so much with the Advent Calendar. I've only done like two things with the clubs, and one of them was an Advent, which I just need to pull in more things from the Advent Calendar. And from the clubs. I mean, those hearts are so pretty, you know? I need to either do that or I need to record videos for that. And then I still have got Christmas cards I need to make because, yeah, if I don't make the Christmas cards, I can't mail them out. And I only have I think it was 30-ish. And I know I need to send out more than that. Todd needs to pull out the ones that he needs to go for his folks at work, which I told him to do I told him to do it yesterday. He didn't do it. I told him to sign the one that I want to give to his folks, and he didn't do it. And I was like, I need to get this out in the mail. Okay. So I love this. What do y'all think? Is this cute? And it's so pastel-y. I mean, I love these colors. These colors are great together, but I tend to go more bold and I usually use more ink.
Welcome, Cherries.
Hey, Idlide. So Cherry 007 is Miss Idlide hanging out with us over on the Twitch. Tars loves it. I'm putting this away in my box so I don't pull it again. And I need to keep all of those bits. We probably will use them later in the week or something. Probably later in the month. I need a little zipper bag to put those in. Let's see, here's my big thing of Ziplocs.
Welcome, Blue Dragon 3D.
Hey, Blue Dragon, how you doing, Blue? Let's give her a shout out. So welcome in, and if you haven't gotten in on the giveaway yet, type !join. We are giving away this card today. And I just realized that I don't have my camera in the way I need it. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more so y'all can see it more. That's a little bit too much. There we go. Oh, we are doing good. We are having fun. We just made this cute card. And I'm looking for a small. Here's a small one. There we go. That one I think will be good for my extra bits, so I can use it on another one. So yeah, if you haven't gotten in on the giveaway, just type !join, because we are going to be giving away this Happy Day, Nautical Happy Day card. Is that not, it's not big. It's not big enough. I'm going to switch it. Danielle, no, not yet. I'm giving him a chance. Danielle says, I want the drum roll. I know you're usually like you and Jen are the ones that are always saying, come on, we want the drum roll. We don't want more people getting in on the giveaway because we want it. Come on out of there. Now Alyssa's in on it. Alyssa says, come on, I want the drum roll. Give me a chance to get this stuff put away first, and then we will do the drum roll. I just had to swap the things because the other bag was not big enough for these banners to go in. So be just a minute, just a minute. I think I dropped one on the floor, but that's not too bad. Okay, so these are cleaned up. Anybody else want to get in before I hit the button? Anybody else? Last chance. Last chance. Anybody else want to get in? Beachcomber Noni is saying that stamp set was cute. And that's because she won on with Yvette. Well, congratulations. Okay, we're going to go ahead and draw because we're going to do the drum roll. Y'all are getting, yeah, you're getting there. Can I look at the thing and clip it before you? Why are you going to delete it? Did you do something bad? Oh gosh, that's cute. You don't have to delete that. Actually, you can put that in the stream showcase. I would not mind. And this is what she's talking about. But it's not working. Well, fine. It's where all the things, I restart OBS and it just disconnects all the things. And now y'all can't see a darn thing. And now I have to see if I can turn that on. And why did it not work? There we go. Moving that out of the way. There we go. So what she's talking about, that's not the right button. Move out of the way. Okay, this is the picture. She's got me in the background of her picture. So apparently she's going to do a background removal thing and it's going to delete my face. But that doesn't mean you have to delete this picture, right? You don't have to delete the picture. I do like that design though. That's cool. Anywho, I think I know why it was doing that now. Now I just have to remember not to do the things. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do the giveaway. We're going to go ahead and do the drum roll. So ready? And who's going to win Who's going to win the card? Anne Marit wins. So there is the form, Ms. Amaret. So same as usual. Go ahead and fill that out so I can send you off this card. Thank you so much, guys. I do want to do our roll credits real quick to say thank you so much to all of you guys for being here with me. All my YouTube subscribers, my YouTube members, my Twitch subs, all my followers on Twitch. If you're not doing all the things, why not? And thank you to everybody that's been in the chat, chatting along with us and keeping everything so entertaining. And yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here and for being part of my crafty family. Thank you, guys. We're gonna raid off to someone on Twitch. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and say goodbye to everybody on YouTube, and I will see you guys tomorrow at noon. Let me see if I can make sure I do the right button. Anywho, I love you guys, and I will see you at noon tomorrow. Bye, guys. Okay, so if we're over on Twitch and assuming everything worked right, not sure